Hey guys, we are back out on the trails again today. This time we are at Providence Canyon State Park, which is just outside of Lumpkin, Georgia, and it's about 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so south of Columbus, Georgia. And this park is known as Georgia's Little Grand Canyon because of, well, you'll just have to see how it looks when we get down in there.
It's our first time here, so we'll find out with you.
But it looks really cool from just the glimpse we got from the visitor center. So we're going to go down and hike into the canyon and along the rim on the outside as well. So it's a day to explore. It's perfect weather, overcast, so it's not too hot, but warm enough to not be freezing. So we couldn't ask for better. Hope you enjoy our adventure today with TeamJ.Adventures. So the story goes that these canyons in here formed because of agricultural practices. The farmers stripped the land to farm it, and just the rains washed away and caused gullies in the farmland. And because of the soil here being sandy, it washed away more and more. They didn't do anything to protect the land from the washing. And over time, it has developed in places up to 150 feet deep. And it's even below the seabed level. So down at the bottom, you have water. Hey, you can see it right through here. Because we're below seabed level, water seeps up. You're at the water table, and the water seeps up down in the bottom of the canyon. So we might end up having to walk through water at some point.
I hope not. I'm wearing my new Zero shoes.
We'll find out.
Right? Yep, we're going to get my shoes wet.
First thing, we came to the right coming down the trail and hitting the low spot. First thing, we're hitting water.
That's all good though. It's pretty solid bottom.
Yeah, it's not very deep, so just getting the bottom of our feet wet. But wow, can you imagine when it's really raining? This would be a river. Constant flow. So guess what? That spot where we got our feet wet, that was the canyon trail beginning. So we're going to start out with canyons 4 and 5 because we've been told that they are the prettiest and most impressive. So here we go. We get to follow the path of the water. Our first view of the canyon walls that look pretty cool. More to come. Look at that outcropping up there. That's pretty cool.
That one right there.
Yeah. First good view of all the layers. You can see the iron oxide coloring it and magnesium coloring it. Different chemicals in different textures of the soil causing the different colors. It even shows in the water running along the bottom in spots. You can see the coppery sheen in the water. Neat place. 10 out of 10 recommend. We haven't even gotten to the best part yet. We're not allowed to climb, but I so would like to.
Oh, maybe a little bit, but that's a long fall if you do.
Yeah, it's very crumbly from everything I've read about it, so not safe to climb.
Right.
This dirt under our feet looks like it's got red clay mixed in it, but it's so sandy that it's just crumbling instead of hard like red clay.
Yeah, I think it's a clay sand mixture.
Yeah, you can see the red clay over here on this side, but then all that just looks like it's crumbling to sand. White sand, pink sand, yellow sand. There's an off-white color. Oh, that looks neat.
Wonder how far it goes.
Oh, let's go see. This makes me think of Fat Man Squeeze up in Tennessee.
What are you trying to say?
I ain't saying nothing about you. I'm just saying, look at how tight.
Oh, this is it.
Just a little cave.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
A little open cave. Open top cave. Wow.
What is that, about 30 feet, 40 feet?
Yeah, something like that. That sure is. That's a beehive in the wall.
Yeah, but that's not honeybees.
I don't know what they are. It's not yellow jackets.
No.
Looks more like honeybees than anything I can think of, but not anything I know the name of.
Yep. So if you know, fill it out and let us know.
All down through there.
Yep.
All over the place. Wow.
All right, let me switch over to head mount so y'all can see what I see. That's pretty steep up there.
Oh, there's an overlook coming right to the edge, and look underneath it.
Yeah, it's overhang.
Yeah, there's like nothing under it.
So be careful about standing on the edge, right?
Even what's here,
That's soft.
well, parts of it are.
Yeah.
That feels. Oh no, it's
No, that's
not.
soft.
It's all
Yeah.
soft. It might feel hard, but it's all soft. Stumbly. That looks purple.
Yeah, it is kind of neat to see the different layers.
It is.
But as soft as it is, it makes you kind of appreciate how easily that could just fall.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go check out the other side. If we can do it without sinking.
Canyons 1 through 3. Oh yeah, it's got a bigger water flow. Or more concentrated, maybe. Might be a better way to put it.
Yep, I don't know how long it'll last though.
I'm glad I'm wearing my zero shoes with the lugs on the bottom to help me be a little bit up out of the water.
Right.
Convenient.
Hmm?
Convenient.
Right?
Either way, it looks very wet. There's multiple canyons out this way.
Well, let's just go 1, 2, 3 then.
1 and 2 and Canyon 3.
Yep, let's just go this way then.
Long shot, shoot, offshoot,
Dry chute.
dry shoot instead of a shortcut. Canyon too. Okay, so we're back out of the canyons now, and we're up on the loop trail that goes around the rim. You can even see where all the people walk and the leaves are worn off the trail, just how sandy the soil is, and that's why it erodes so easily and makes these beautiful canyons. They said the loop trail was 2 miles, right? Around 2 miles long.
Right at 2 miles, correct.
So there are supposed to be some nice overlooks, and we'll show you what we find along the way. Found another lizard. Hey, one just landed right here.
This is the one with the overhang, I think.
Maybe. Ooh, it has washed up under here some. It's hard to know how far. Yeah, this one's washed out from underneath too. It looks deeper from up here than it does from down below.
It does, yeah.
This looks much more promising.
Yeah.
The first couple of overlooks, if I can speak right, out on the trail were so covered with trees and brush that it was hard to see much.
Right.
Kind of like this one, but even more so. But this next one that we're about to come up to looks a lot more promising. So let's go check this one out. Now this is between the first parking lot you'll pass coming into the park and the visitor center. So if you walk the edge of the rim along the fence is where you'll find these overlooks that we're checking out now. Oh, that looks so fragile out there on the tip.
Yeah, we're not going out there.
No, we're not allowed to go out there. But yeah, this is a cool view from the top. You can see why it's called the Little Grand Canyon from here.
Yep. This is probably the best view we've seen the whole trip.
The close-ups from the bottom are cool, but this is really neat to see. Shows you just how fragile it is with how narrow the tops of these are.
Right.
Very pretty. We saved the best till last.
Yeah, we should have just done this and went back to the car.
Certainly not as big as the Grand Canyon, but definitely pretty. think this is the one we looked up at where it looked like it was washing out underneath the overhang. This is very close to the edge. So just to wrap up our hike at Providence Canyon, a few things that we want to mention. Take some comfortable shoes to hike in that you don't mind getting muddy, because you will be walking through water if you go down in the canyon.
Most definitely.
If you stay up on the rim, you will still have to cross the
creek.
water in a couple places, or in one place, and so you'll still be getting a little bit muddy. But if you hike in the canyons, you are gonna get muddy. But it's sandy muddy, so it's not terrible. And get there early. By the time we left, a little after lunch, the parking lot was filling up. There were like hardly any parking spaces left, so get there early. If you hike all of the canyons and the rim trail, you're looking at between 5 and 6 miles for everything. You can do as much or as little as you want out of that. If you just want to hike the rim trail, it's only a couple of miles. If you're going to just do a little bit of the canyons, do 4 and 5. It's the most pretty. And then take some water. That's a lot of hiking if you do all of it.
Yep.
And if you don't think you're up to doing a very strenuous hike, you think it might be more than you can handle, you can always walk the rim around the parking areas and see some very pretty views. There's several spots that it's very beautiful from the top that you can get good views. And just don't go into the trails that walk into the woods away from the parking areas, because that's when you're going to get into the more strenuous part. Oh, and one last thing. If you hike it clockwise, you'll go down the more gradual part and hike out on the steeper part. So if you want it to be a little easier, you can go counterclockwise, go to your right to go down the trail.
Yeah, do the steep part downhill.
Yeah, you'll be doing the steepest part downhill, and then it's more gradual coming back out. So all in all, 10 out of 10, definitely would recommend. We truly enjoyed this hike. So until next time.